Barcelona fans, brace yourselves. Two major stars could be on the way out as the club pushes hard to finalize the signing of Nico Williams. Joan Laporta has just dropped a bombshell update, and we're breaking it all down. The financial twist, the block deal, and who could be sacrificed to make way for one of Spain's most electric young wingers. Will Nico become Barca's next big thing? Or will the deal collapse under pressure? Let's dive straight into the latest blockbuster transfer developments from Camp Nou. The brass at La Liga giants Barcelona have identified two members of Hansi Flick's squad as candidates to depart, to open room on the club's wage bill. This comes amid ongoing efforts to bring Nico Williams in from Athletic Club. Barcelona have of course reignited their long-term pursuit of wide man Nico in a major way over the course of recent days. This comes after the 22-year-old's agent sat down for a fresh round of talks with Blaugrana sporting director Deco. Whilst interest in a joining of forces between the parties is very much mutual, however, one issue remains. This comes in the form of Barca's wage bill. As it stands, Barcelona simply can't register Nico Williams with La Liga, not because they don't want him, but because they can't afford to under current financial rules. The problem? Barca's wage bill is already stretched to the limit. Right now, the only realistic way to make space for Nico is to offload a high-earning player who isn't considered essential to the squad. Until that happens, the deal for Nico remains on standby, no matter how badly both parties want it to go through. And with as much in mind, two players have been earmarked as the leading candidates to be shipped off over the weeks ahead. The first choice is Marc-André ter Stegen, followed by Ronald Araujo. The real reason Nico Williams' transfer to Barcelona is on hold. La Liga champions Barcelona are not currently in a position to complete the signing of Athletic Club star and chief transfer target Nico Williams. That's according to Mundo Deportivo, who have on Wednesday provided an insight into the situation. It is of course now common knowledge that Nico's signing is very much back on the agenda at Barcelona. During a meeting between Deco and the attacker's agent, Felix Tinta, last week, the latter made clear that his client's only desire for the months ahead is to seal a long-awaited Camp Nou switch. Barca, for their part, remain keenly interested in as much, with Nico having re-established himself at the very top of the transfer wishlist in Catalonia's capital. According to Fabrizio Romano on X, said Barcelona have decided to activate the Nico Williams deal option after getting players total priority. Barca will need more rounds of talks with his agent as they'd need to discuss terms of €58 million release clause with Athletic. Not advanced yet, but Barca are now trying. As alluded to above, though, if the latest word stemming from the Spanish media is anything to go by, then, for the time being at least, the signing of the Athletic Club star is simply not possible. As per a report from MD, in order to register Nico Williams if the signing goes ahead, it will be necessary to significantly lighten the wage bill. Barcelona might have the cash ready to trigger Nico Williams' release clause. That's not the issue. The real roadblock? La Liga's strict salary limits. The club's wage bill is still too full to accommodate Nico's arrival, even if the money is there. With Ansu Fati already heading for the exit, another big-name departure is now absolutely necessary to free up the space Deco needs to move forward with the deal. Until then, Nico Williams' dream move to Camp Nou remains on hold. Joan Laporta opens up about Barcelona's transfer situation with full transparency. Barcelona president Joan Laporta has on Wednesday provided an altogether interesting insight into the club's plans on the transfer market. This comes amid confirmation of one player being on the way in at the Camp Nou, with another potentially set to follow. The subject of signings has of course dominated the headlines at Barcelona across the day to date. As much comes after the Blaugrana announced the arrival of goalkeeper Joan Garcia from city rivals Espanyol. Speaking to the media this evening, Laporta in turn referred to Joan's unveiling as imminent. And even more noteworthy was the Spanish patron's confirmation that he and the club's board are working on another addition to Hansi Flick's squad. Right now, all signs point to Nico Williams as Barcelona's top target, and media reports are heating up with speculation. Joan Laporta recently reassured fans, saying, "We're back to operating under the 1:1 rule, and we can now sign players normally." He went on to hint at big moves ahead, revealing, "One signing is almost complete and we're actively working on another." Laporta also emphasized that Barca's relationship with La Liga is now more flexible, a positive sign that new arrivals could be announced very soon. According to Fabrizio Romano on X, said, Barca president Joan Laporta, "We can sign players normally and are in the 1:1. We are about to make an imminent signing and are working on another. We currently have a flexible relationship with La Liga. I believe we will be able to announce new signings soon." So there you have it, Nico Williams is ready but Barcelona must act fast. Laporta's message was clear: major sacrifices must be made. The exits of two big names could unlock a future superstar for Barca, but the clock is ticking. Will the club pull the trigger? Or will another rival swoop in for Nico? Let us know in the comments. Which player should Barca sell? And is Nico really worth the shakeup? If you enjoyed the update, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that bell for the latest from Camp Nou. Big news from Camp Nou. Barcelona have officially confirmed the signing of Joan Garcia, the talented goalkeeper from Espanyol, and reactions are already pouring in from the dressing room. One of Barca's key stars has broken silence following the announcement, while President Joan Laporta teases another exciting transfer that could be just around the corner. In this video we break down the official confirmation of Joan Garcia's transfer, his emotional farewell to Espanyol, and what this all means for Barcelona's future, especially with more signings on the way. A member of the defensive ranks at La Liga champions Barcelona has on Wednesday afternoon reacted to the news of Joan Garcia's arrival at the club. The name of goalkeeper Joan has of course dominated the headlines across all of Spain over the course of the day to date. This comes after the 24-year-old's long-awaited move to Barcelona was at last made official. In a statement across the club's website and social media platforms, the Blaugrana announced that Joan has put pen to paper on terms in Catalonia's capital through the summer of 2031. News of as much has since been celebrated across the Barcelona fan base, amid excitement at the prospect of one of La Liga's very best shot-stoppers taking his place between the posts in Hansi Flick's squad next season. And as alluded to above, joining such supporters in making clear his delight with the transfer's completion on Wednesday was none other Pau Cubarsí. Taking to the comments section of Barcelona's Joan announcement on Instagram, stopper Cubarsí unveiled a series of heart emojis as showcased below. Joan Laporta says Barcelona will make another signing, who excites us a lot. Barcelona President Joan Laporta has given a lengthy speech as he appeared before the Senate, made up of the club's 1,000 most senior members on Wednesday. Just hours after Barcelona officially unveiled Joan Garcia as their latest signing from local rivals Espanyol, club president Joan Laporta made a public appearance to share his thoughts. With the transfer window heating up, Laporta didn't shy away from discussing Barca's ongoing plans, including their strong interest in Nico Williams, who is now a top target. The president seemed upbeat and confident about the club's next moves. All of this allows us to be at 1-to-1 in the fair play system. We achieved this with a lot of work and your help. We're currently at January 1st. That's why we signed Dani Olmo. We were facing a lot of difficulties, he said via Mundo Deportivo. This allows us to sign normally. We're on the verge of making an imminent signing. We'll surely be able to sign another player who excites us a lot. We have a fluid relationship with La Liga right now, and that's why I think we'll be able to announce new signings. After rejecting the opportunity last year, Nico Williams is now reportedly eager to join Barcelona this summer. The Catalan Giants are optimistic they can finalize a deal for the Spain international, who has become one of their top priorities in the transfer window. Meanwhile, new signing Joan Garcia has bid an emotional farewell to Espanyol as he prepares to officially begin his new journey at Camp Nou, marking a significant step in Barca's summer rebuild. Joan Garcia has said an emotional farewell to Espanyol fans as he prepares to make his move to Barcelona official. The goalkeeper has returned from holiday and posted a message on Instagram to say farewell to Espanyol that is titled, "Thanks for everything, Pericos. All the way." He's also removed all mentions of Espanyol from his profile. As part of his statement he wrote, "I know that this decision will not be easy for everyone. I'm not asking you to understand it, but I want you to know that it's a very thoughtful decision that I've considered not only for my career, but also for the good of the club, my family and me. It's not a final goodbye, but a stage that closes with the conviction that everything I've experienced has made me better. You made me feel part of something so great. I leave with a heart full of gratitude, realizing that this path has been full of beautiful moments and difficult ones, but all of them have helped me grow. I have defended these colors with everything I have, and that will always be my pride. Now a new challenge begins, which I face with enthusiasm, but also with a lot of respect for everything I leave behind. Thank you for everything. Goodbye." Barcelona are expected to make Garcia's signing official later today and then present him as a new player on Friday. Barcelona have officially triggered Joan Garcia's €25 million release clause and reached an agreement on a 6-year contract with the talented goalkeeper. This makes him the first signing of the summer for the Catalan Giants. But the work doesn't stop there. Barca are now focused on finalizing a move for Nico Williams. While a deal with the player is reportedly in place, the club still needs to sort out the financial side, including covering his release clause and creating enough space on the wage bill to register both signings. There you have it, Cules. Joan Garcia is now officially a Barcelona player, marking a big move between two fierce Catalan rivals. His emotional goodbye to Espanyol shows just how much this transfer means, not only for him but for Barca's long-term vision. With Laporta hinting at another big signing that will excite us a lot, the transfer window is heating up fast. What do you think of Joan Garcia's signing? And who do you think is the next exciting arrival Laporta mentioned? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss any Barca updates.